Hey, this is Bill from Tutor Bros. Today I want to go over how to use two easy functions in Microsoft Excel, and they are the proper function and the substitute function. And we're going to use these to help reformat our data. In this case, we have a list of street addresses, and we want it in a more uniform format. So we can use the proper and substitute functions to help us do that. So for the proper function, if I just do equals PROPER, open parentheses, and then the only argument we have to enter here is the full street address or whatever you're trying to put into proper format. So I'll click A2, end the parentheses, close it, hit enter, and now you can see that it's in the proper format. So proper format is just the first letter of a word is capitalized and the remaining letters are lowercase. So both words here were fully capitalized, all the letters in the word, and this changed it so that only the S and the W are capitalized, all the other letters are lowercase. So you'll see in the next address that I have a lowercase c for Centennial, and it'll actually capitalize that C and make sure the remaining letters are lowercase. So if I drag this formula down, you can see that wherever it was fully capitalized, it just changed or kept the first letter in the word capitalized and lowercase the rest of them. And in this case, you can see that the C is capitalized for Centennial. And down here, it lowercase the word. So this is how you use the proper function. And now it's in a little more uniform format. Um, but you'll notice that a lot of the addresses end in either way, drive, street, but the drive and the street here is it's abbreviated. And let's say we wanted these fully spelled out. So to do that, we can use the substitute function to sub out a string of text for another string of text. So if I do equals substitute, open parentheses, there's three arguments we're going to enter here. The first argument is the full text that we're going to look at. So this is cell B2, comma, the old text that we want to sub out. In this case, let's say it's drive or dr, and substitute function is case sensitive. So end the quote, comma. The third argument is the new text that we want to sub in. Let's say we want to fully spell out that word drive. We'll end the quote and parentheses, hit enter. You can see that drive was not found in this text string, so nothing was changed. But if I drag the formula down, anywhere that had dr now fully spells out the word drive here. So we subbed out dr for the full string drive. So now drive is fully spelled out. Another case where it's abbreviated is avenue, so AVE. Let's sub that out for the full word avenue. So I do equals substitute, open parentheses. The text that we're looking at is the full address, comma. The old text that we want to sub out is quote AVE, end quote. And then the new text that we want to sub in is quote avenue. We fully spell out the word. End the quote, close the parentheses, hit enter. Again, avenue is not in this address, so nothing has changed. But if I drag the formula down, you can see that anywhere that had av abbreviated now fully spells out the word avenue. So last example, let's change RD to road. So we'll use the substitute function again. Open parentheses, three arguments. The first is the text that we want to change, the full string, comma, old text that we want to sub out is RD, and the quote, comma, quote, what we want to sub in is the full word road, end quote, and parentheses, hit enter. Nothing changes for the first address because it doesn't have RD, but for the places where it did have RD, it now fully spells out the word road. So that is how you use the proper and substitute functions to better format your dataset, in this case, the list of addresses.